Listen to your heart, literally and figuratively. It's February, and Dawn, your Natural Hormone Balancing Specialist, which gives women tips to balance their hormones so they can balance their life. We're going to talk about your heart this month. So the first tip is about food. What does your heart want? If we listen to our heart. But what I want to tell you, and I've said this in a couple of my other videos, get a stethoscope. Listen to your heart. It's one of the most beautiful things you will ever hear. And it can also put you in a meditative state. But let's get into it today. What types of foods? Now, there's the whole thing about cholesterol and fats and, meat being bad and, shrimp or eggs. Anything that has cholesterol in it is going to be bad for your heart. That's not really true. What we're going to get into today is sugar is really the culprit for your heart. So when it comes to those types of foods, you can have them in moderation, but generally just a good diet. Fruits, vegetables, a little bit of grains, mainly sticking nuts and berries, and staying away from certain oils. The main oils you want to stick with, and these are great because you can get them in a lot of snacks nowadays, especially like at Whole Foods and some of the better stores. Avocado, olive oil, and coconut oil. Those are the three oils. You can even get them in popcorn, snacks. You do not want the vegetable oil, safflower oil, all those types of oils aren't going to be as good for you. Okay, so let's cut out the bad oils, bring in the good oils, not be afraid of meat and not be afraid of eggs, but not do too much sugar. What does sugar do? We all know sugar's bad, right? You heard it. But what does it do? It actually causes inflammation. And that inflames the arteries. That's what causes cholesterol to build up. You don't have to eat cholesterol for it to get into your body. Your body will make it naturally. And what it's doing is it's trying to protect the arteries from the inflammation, the damage there, so the blood can still go through. But too much sugar, you're going to build too much of that up. And then the blood's not going to get everywhere. And it's definitely not going to get to the heart. That could lead to a heart attack. But something else interesting I've learned recently, which I didn't know, is pomegranate juice. Vasodilates, relaxes the blood vessels, really good for the heart, but also pomegranate seeds. So if you don't want to just buy the pomegranate, break it out, it is a little bit of a mess. I do when I'm watching a movie or something, but it gets everywhere. You can just buy the seeds. They're a little more expensive and just take, like maybe a handful a day. Or sometimes watching a movie, I'll eat the whole thing. And it just tastes really good. It tastes like a sweet candy snack. Really, really good for your heart. So that's the main things. Now let's talk about a couple quick supplements. Okay. Multivitamin. You're always going to be wanting a good multivitamin for your heart. Are you a chemist, right? I love it when people say, I take a little of this, a little of that. I'm like, how do you know what's going to, because one supplement could cause the other one to not be absorbed as well. So a good multivitamin, be balanced. All our supplements are tested. They're third-party tested. So we want purity and potency. So a good multivitamin. Also, we know that the fish oils, the omega oils are going to be excellent for you. So omega-3 especially, but a blend of omega-3, 6, 9 is going to be great as well. So that's another heart staple. Good for the mind, blood sugar. There's so many things. Then magnesium. When my mother had her stroke, they wanted to put her on a really, really strong drug. It had deadly side effects. I did research. National Institute of Health Research basically said that enough magnesium can actually take the place and have the same effect as this drug. Now, again, not giving medical advice, talk to your doctor, but magnesium in general is going to relax our muscles. It's involved in 350 enzymatic processes. So in general, if you take it, it's going to help with the whole stress hormones, relaxing the heart. But lastly, being a hormone specialist, I can't ignore this, progesterone. Progesterone is so relaxing for the body, and it's also relaxing for the heart. Because when women become estrogen dominant as they get a little older, what they tell me all the time is I feel heart palpitations, like what's going on? I don't know what's happening. And that's from estrogen dominant. So bringing progesterone in, and we teach you how to do this to be balanced, natural and plant-based is going to relax the heart. So these are just a couple of things. If you're listening to your heart, you want to give it what it needs. You're going to want to eliminate the sugars. Don't be afraid of the proteins and the meats and the eggs. Get some good oils in. Don't actually too much caffeine and alcohol is going to be good as well, but then take some good supplementation. So if you listen to your heart, you're going to have a healthier heart. And everything we do at Be Balanced is going towards heart health. So check us out, BeBalancedCenters.com. Watch for more tips.